Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glory stream from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing Alleluia is born. Silent night, holy night, Son of God, love's pure light, radiant beams from thy holy face, with the dawn of redeeming grace, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, silent night, silent
Christmas calling. Oh, baby. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away.
Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore.
Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more.
Through the years we all will be together.
If the fates allow.
Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore.
Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near us once more. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Ooh, baby, the lights are turning low. Baby, feel the snow fall slow.
Dreams in the night.
Hold me tight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Snow falls soft, lights burn bright, families pulling close and tight, stockings hang, tree stands tall, but we miss the greatest call.
Chasing gifts, buying cheer. Where's the love that brought us here? Born in straw, a humble king. Grace for all.
Let the heavens sing. Remember the meaning, the truth we hold beyond the shine, the gifts of gold. Love came down, grace was born that night. Jesus Christ, the world's true light.
Wrapped in noise, lost in rush, but the greatest gift, a silent hush.
Star above, stable low, a love so deep it stole the show. Chasing gifts, buying cheer. Where's the love that brought us here? Born in straw, a humble king. Grace for all, let the heavens sing. Remember the meaning, the truth we hold beyond the shine, the gifts of gold. Love came down, grace was born that night. Jesus Christ, the world's true light.
It is the reason for the season, ladies and gentlemen. The real reason that we celebrate Christmas is for the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. For the believers, for the non-believers, well, he was a man who did no wrong, but paid a very dear price to spread a message of love. The most hated man spread the most loving message in the world, and the world still hates him for it. But not all the world. No, there are some that believe that God sent his only son to come down and right the wrongs, the mistakes that were stolen from us, the mistakes that we made, that led this perfect world into the world of death and destruction as we know it. Disease and famine, pestilence, thorns, death, all the results of bad choices made back in the day. Until the one day that we celebrate today, or this next day, when all was righted and set in balance. And in a day not too long in the future, for the signs are being apparent now, the kingdom will come back to earth, and if you're not prepared, you may be left here to suffer through the dark periods. But after that moment of darkness, the light will prevail, and a new kingdom and a new earth will be ushered in. The ringing of the cowbell. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for this evening's oddities. The turkey cometh. I say the turkey cometh.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, frogs and squirrels, welcome to the Christmas Eve edition here, Late Night Crypto with Road Dawg. So we got 5 people. Some people have been in, some people have been out. Some people, the Christmas music and Christmas season is just too much on the damn nerves, and I understand it because it can get kind of hectic. But you got to remember what we're here for. It's not about all the gifts. It's not about all the bacon and anxiety and everything else. God dang it, Bobby, I told you I'd put that plug-in in the wall. Merry Christmas. It's not about all that. We can't let that get into it. That takes us away. It's about love. The greatest love of all. And it's supposed to flow through us to everybody else. And I'll be gosh darn it if we ain't got a little green today. I hope that sticks. Let's talk crypto right now. This is Bitcoin. After the show last night, it was listen, it's the freaking Brits that are doing this, okay? Every freaking morning, that's what they do. They want to dump us down in the morning, and then they want to bring us up during the U.S. session. I don't know what it is with you guys in the U.K., but what? You little banking wizards over there, you little Illuminati freaks, stop dumping the Bitcoin. We're on to you, man. We're on to you. Best time to buy crypto is when they dump it every morning. I'm just telling you. And the way more being mornings of the hours. I mean, it could happen. Look, it's usually somewhere. What was this one? This is right around 10 o'clock, right before market open. Dump it, dump it, dump it. This is 4 in the morning. They like to do all this stuff early in the wee morning hours. Why are you so mean? You're evil that way. This one was nasty. It was in the afternoon. They want to mix it up every once in a while. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, frogs and squirrels? Are we having a good Christmas holiday? We having good holidays. We got time off. We got all the stuff. We got all the hot cocoa and the warm night stuff. And unless you're like us over here, and the cocoa made me fat last year, so I can't do it. It's got corn syrup. So I'm drinking something different this time, and it's called good ass coffee.
The morning's gray. The clocks are full. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow. Good ass coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up is good ass coffee in your cup.
Nothing like a little good-ass coffee in your cup to keep you awake all night on Christmas Eve so you can catch Santa Claus. That little, I've been trying to catch him all my dang life. I'm going to get them this year. Yeah, we got barbed wire in the chimney. I'm not trying to hurt him. I'm just, it was him or Bigfoot, and I hadn't had any luck with Bigfoot yet either. Still trying for both of them, though. Santa, I got my eyes on you. I'm going to get that red-nosed reindeer. How we doing, everybody? 7 people hanging out. Look, we caught 2 more. Lock the door, Sean. Don't let them out. Hey, everybody, relax while we put the padlocks on the doors. Dusty Hunt 3596 says, I know the girl on the left. Do you? From the intro screen. How's it going, everybody? Let me say hello to everybody that's here tonight. Postmodern Oddities is number 1. You get the clap. Woo! Don't be getting handsy with Jenny. Don't be getting handsy with Jenny now. Okay. You gotta talk to my crew over here. How's it going, PMO? We got Strega. How's it going, Strega? Dave B, looks like you were number 2. Says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and to everybody. Merry Christmas to you all and everyone. God bless you, everyone. Floki's Angel says, Dog, I love your show. And Floki's Angels, I love that comment. It makes me tingle to my little footsie stockings right up here. My little decorated antler feets. MG Motorsports, how you doing, my man? Merry Christmas to you. Chris Klein, Merry Christmas, everybody. And I think we've said hello to the majority of the people here. Ave Medina. How's it going, Ave? Merry Christmas, my man. Merry Christmas. Bacon? Somebody say bacon? Chestnuts roasting on an open fire? Haha. I was trying to do that song, but I ran into some copyright issues on that one. Squeezed out a merry little Christmas one, though. You heard it. I'll probably have to erase it after the stream or something, but hey, I'm saving that one for Christmas. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at Bitcoin and admire its ups and downs and its lower lows and its lower highs so far. Still in that nasty downtrend. I mean, it looks hopeful from time to time, you know. It always looks hopeful. Look, we can bounce. Look, we can bounce. Look, we can bounce. I hope to gosh we can bounce from here. Hope that we can regain some much needed territory here. It's trying. We got to give it that. Smaller time frames look kind of interesting, but what we really need to do is zoom out. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's look at the weather for Bitcoin. How are you looking over here on the big ass daily time frame Bitcoin? That's kind of what matters. Oh man, we got all these numbers over here. Can we spread it out? That's a little bit better. On the daily, I got to give Bitcoin some credit right now where credit is due. Bitcoin some credit where credit is due. All right. I mean, it's not yet confirmed and can totally go the other way, but we're trying to recover the 9-moving average, which is curving around here. Do you see that? That little green line right there curving around? Tis a good sign. One of the first signs that I love to look for in a reversal. One of the first little confirmation check boxes on my list to be looking for, especially on the bigger time frame like the daily. That's a hell to the yeah right there happening. That's good. That means we bounced off this evil Miss Lucy line right here. Usually her sitting up there, but that seems to be where we come down to. We got a random little line right there. Happy little line. Get him out of there. So not bad, but it's kind of an indecision doji candle as we see so far on the day. Kind of sucks because we had all day to do something a little bit more decisive to be indecisive, but we just decided to say, I don't know, it's Christmas Eve. We're just going to I don't know. So then we're there, but we're above the 9. As long as we can hold that 9, things are starting to look fine, right? We need that. We need that to happen. How are we looking on our indicators, if I might ask, without being too blunt or too nosy? I didn't mean to pry, MacD, but you're looking a little darker right there. That's looking a little bit more bullish today, are you? Where's our little... Oh, you're down here. I about didn't see you. So, MacD, I mean, we're still above the 0 line over here overall, but it's crazy because... Yeah, we've been down below the 0 line, ever since October over here. That's not good. This is bearish territory. I mean, if we get above the 0 line, I would feel a lot more frisky about Bitcoin. But as far as the signal lines and everything, we're doing okay. I mean, that's better than it rolling over. This was a rollover here, right? That's not looking good. Not what we wanted to see, but we flipped it back around. We flipped it around, people. Amazing. You can just do that on the monthly. That would be awesome. And remember the monthly? You got to remember the monthly. The monthly is like bearish AF, okay? It doesn't mean that we can't get some nice little runs in before, run ups. But it tells us that the momentum's down, and this is on a monthly trajectory. Keep that in mind. There can be some good days, but there's going to be probably a lot more bad days than good days as long as this is trending to the downside. Just got to keep that in mind, okay? We can come down to the 2-week, and now we see that, after she's been pushing down for the last couple weeks here, rounding out a little bit, okay? She's slowing down, and on the weekly, look, she's lightened up. So we're getting a little relief, but I don't know that it's enough for a reversal. It could be enough for a dead cat bounce, a relief rally, a retest of, where a lot of people looking around 100,000, a little above, a little below. The 50 moving average probably will be retested. A lot of people are looking for that. How price acts over at that time, I don't know, man. It may get right up to it and then just drop like a rock. Might get up there and market makers might have a heyday. Might get up there and make everybody think, yeah, we're good. We're good now. We're good. We're above the 50. Got to spike up above it. Oh, man, we're ready to go. And then dump us because they're dirty that way. Or we might actually pull it off. we might actually pull it off and go for another year running with Bitcoin, and altcoins chasing a little bit, but still tripping over their own untied shoestrings because they haven't figured out how it works yet, and taking us down that broke-ass rabbit hole with them. I didn't want to go there, but they took me there. So we've had a green dot here on the weekly for over a week now, so that's confirmed. We just gotta be careful with this money flow. It still continues to decline. That is still telling us to be cautious. Bear market influences can still continue. We can play red dot, green dot. There's a lot of things that we can do. Just because we got a green dot here doesn't mean that we're going to see everything that we saw over here and just bounce right up. It could be this little thing where we stick around here for a while, right? But that's good for right now. It means, hey man, maybe the next couple of weeks here, we got a little bit more fun than pain. Although pain seems to be involved every damn day with Bitcoin, as shaky as they are. With that price action, they're good at their job of scaring people. They're good at it. Still, I'd like to remind you, when we do zoom out on price action, we are still respecting our weekly trend lines here from bodies to wicks, and we're still above it. And we're getting further and further away from it, little by little. Remember that little doji cloud? All these wicks, buy pressure pushing us up. We got a chance. We got a chance to push back up to these areas, man. To push back up toward 100,000. We at least got a chance to do that. And it's trying. She's a trying. This 100 moving average is acting like the 50 needed to do, but it didn't. All right. This is what the 50 was supposed to have done. It didn't, but thank gosh we got a 100 moving averages here on the weekly to kind of save our asses. So I'm going to move to the daily chart now. Again, remember we're looking at the little doji thing, and we're trying to climb back above it. That's good. That's good. The only thing I'm concerned about is on some of these smaller time frames. You see how the price is traveling upward. But if you notice, there's something's off in this picture. Can anybody point this out? Can anybody point out what's off in this picture here? Right, hell, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about half the time. I'm just trying to find a number to buy and get out. And what Bitcoin is high right now? Bless your little hearts. Bless your little hearts, they be. Well, let's take a look at this one here, shall we? Let's look at what's going on here. What might be a little bit of bullish here? We're above the 9 moving average. We are green candles above green lines. We like the green, the shamrocks. Get ready for the spring. All right, we are. That looks good. But the telltale sign that's a little concerning here is rising price. We got some green candles, but look at the volume down here. You see how by that little alien guy right here? Yeah, it's over here, right here. For those of you who might be visually impaired or just closing your eyes and saying, I don't want to watch this dude anymore, he doesn't make any sense. The volume is declining. It went from big tall candles to shorter midget candles down here. Don't mean to offend anyone who's a short person, tiny person, but we got tiny people candles down here, and we got giant growing candles over here, and eventually the giants shrink down to the midgets. It's usually what we see happen there. They're inflated at the moment. So we don't have enough, basically we don't have enough volume coming in here on the holiday weekend. Is it a weekend? Is it a weekend? Oh my God, going into a holiday weekend. It's going to be easy for the whales to manipulate price, so be ready for that, okay? All that whipsaw action, we could see a lot more of that over the next few days. However, I do have just a wee bit of good news to give you, and I talked about it last night. And I didn't get things together as a visual to show you, but in the GAN analysis that I've been doing, there is, on the 26th is a time marker for it. And it signifies possibly a good little move day after Christmas, okay? Take it for a grain of salt, but just, you know, let's just keep our eyes out open for it. See what it feels like the day after Christmas, right? That's when the markets open back up anyway. There might be something comes over. I don't know. But there might be a nice little surge up. I don't think it's going to last very much longer because according to that same GAN analysis, we're going to be back down here around 81, 82,000 somewhere around the second week of January. So If it comes true, if it works out, right? It's a little different type of analysis I've been playing with. Until then, we will stick with the tried and true, which has never failed us, very rarely failed us. Usually it's an interpretation error more than it is a system failure, and that is trend lines, Fibonacci, which also includes your horizontal resistance, and moving averages, and a few other little tricks of the trade here, involving a few little indicators and price action, and every little thing that we can scramble and put into our little toolbox. At some point, we can pull it out whenever we need it. Sometimes when we don't need it, see what's going on over here and see if we can make something out of it, right? Oh, there's a stink bug on my... Are you a stink bug? Or you look like one. Go. Fly! All right, we set him free. Did my good deed for the day there. All right, so on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, we're sandwiched between the 9 and 21, basically. A lot of sell pressure here at the sell wicks. What I like here is that we've been in this red cloud on this particular time frame. Can see it spit us out on the other side of this green cloud. That's the hopium situation for this indicator and for this time frame. The scary things, I would say, or the things going against us a little bit, bearish cross of the 100 over the 200. Also remember, with that particular moving average cross, these are my statistics. This is not anybody else's. I can't quote any other source. It's just my observations. But about 2/3 of the time, about 2 out of 3 times when you get your crosses, say this one's a bearish 100 over the 200, it's bearish overall, but temporarily price has a good chance of coming even all the way up to talk to that 100 moving average one more time before getting rejected. Okay? Before the bearish part cuts in. So it's not uncommon to see price come up after you get that bearish crossover. A lot of bots, and I came across this by bot trading back in the day before I even learned TA, man. Because that was a sell signal, and I was training my bots and programmed them to do that. And I'm like, that sucks for a sell signal. What the hell, bot? Why are you selling and then it's going up? Something's wrong here. And after some observation, I just kind of peeped that out. It's not only this one, but it happens on several of the bigger moving average crossovers. And I mean, yeah, it'll eventually be a bearish effect there. But until then, we can get some mileage to the upside out of it. So hopefully that's what we're seeing. A little bit of a Christmas rally. Treat it like a rally, folks. I don't know, until we knock out some higher highs over here and get away from these lower lows. We still on a downtrend, and I would be looking for a lower low. Because that's what they want to do. I'm going to take some of these guys off, and we'll just get refamiliarize ourselves, and especially with our new bottoms and stuff that we got here, and to kind of update our targets and outlook here for Bitcoin. With this bottom we got over here, these candle bodies and everything, we're able to draw a new trend line, and we put it on the 4-hour from bodies to bodies there. Sometimes I like to extend these things out and see if we got a little bite here, a little nibble for some kind of channel idea. I subscribe to the idea that price travels in channels, and it made pattern trading a hell of a lot easier because I don't have to worry about all the little squiggle lines. As long as it falls in the channel, then we can dictate it from there. Whatever's going on inside that, but price does change the travel in channels. It'd say that we were in the trend line here, that red line. It's a local trend line from over here. Broke out and doing a retest of that area. And then we got these orange lines giving us a bearish, it's a bearish pattern, but we bounce off of this, and you know, like a little pinball ball or whatever, until it finally breaks down to the bearish sides. If it does, it doesn't always have to, but that's the tendency about 64% of the time. Eventually these will break down. Yeah, I look for usually 3 touches on the trend line before I start seriously worrying about it or considering it. We've only got 2 touches right now. We still got some mileage out of this channel, in my personal opinion. And I believe that could, if we're looking on the bigger picture of things, get us back up to around 91.3, retest these areas. But let's just look at local pricing action here with what it's got for us. We were fortunate that we actually, this purple line, what the hell were you? It was okay, 618. We're going to have to redo a lot of these things more local here. So this was a 618 Fibonacci retracement. That's good. Tis good. Tis more bullish than bearish. We didn't come down to the deeper retraces, which I was concerned that we would. We still could, but hopefully not. Hopefully not yet, anyway. Hopefully. I was concerned that we might be coming back all the way back down to this trend line here at 86 or lower. And luckily we didn't. So if this takes, and we've been here in this area several times testing in here on the 4-hour chart, good chance that it will. That brings us to some interesting target areas over here. Most notable ones that I'm going to line out are right here. And this one right here. Whoops, I colored you wrong there. 92 300ish, and was that 92.9, right under 93. And that is the measured move from low to high back to the 618 up to the 0.382 Fibonacci right there. And the square root of that one at the 0.0272 or equivalent area. Those are the two targets I'm looking for. They'll have a mathematical hiccup and be a possible pivot area for an A equals CD corrective move. It's a bearish pattern, only bearish when it when she pivots over here. And then we just come back and hopefully we get a higher low and keep moving on and try to get more and more higher lows on the bigger time frames. But we got to get some higher highs, baby. I mean, 92 and 93 sound great, but until we take out 94.5 right here, there's a little grayish line right there. I'm going to put over there with a dotted line. Now let's blow it up so everybody can see it. 16 people hanging out with me. Thank you for being here tonight. Merry Christmas, everybody.
I've been hitting that like button. I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, just like when we were down here and we had only one mission, and that was to knock this guy out, and we did. We came down for a higher low. Our only mission now, well, other than to take these out too, is to really concentrate on this guy right here. So this guy right there, 94. That's kind of our goal, our mission. That anything less than this guy right here, well, it's just unacceptable. Unfreaking acceptable right there. We got to be working on that. We got to get a higher high in. It needs to be coming up to this target right over here, 98, where we need to be going. I'm just saying, that's where we need to be going. Now, if we go any further than that, I don't know, man. I don't know. But we're still in this consolidation. You can see the moving averages starting to come down here and wrap around price action, and even on up to the 4-hour. And we're just struggling through this, but do be aware of the rising price, falling volume, makes it not as solid. The price action is not as solid as it looks right now, okay? It's a lot of air gappies in there. It's not solid. There's a lot of market makers backing up on their prices, and market makers kind of pushing up from the bottom, trying to push people to chase a little bit. That's what happens when the volume's falling and the price is going up. Best way I can explain it. But it is promising that we could still get some of that effect and still take prices up. And hell, if it takes prices up, it's going to hit my target levels. Woohoo! And then there's a little sell there waiting for me to take a little profit. At least that's what I'm trying to play. So Bitcoin might be doing good, and we're seeing a little relief out of altcoins. 70 people hanging out with me. 17 people. This is what altcoins look like for the daily. A lot better than negative 5%, I can tell you that. On the weekly, look, we're green on the weekly. Holy crap, was a new week. It's getting off to a good start. Look at you guys, up 9%. What's cooking over here? Nobody? Is that nobody sausage? Are we starting to see a move out of memes? Are we starting to see some meme movement now? This is the top gainers and losers for the top 300 over here. Most of the ones moving are really not ones that we really follow too much. There's Monad, M-O-N, I'm not really sold on that, but it's what's hot right now until it's not right now. I mean, pump.fun was hot, really hot for a while, but... And then how about it now? Some kind of bad news comes out, nobody wants to love it anymore. That kind of happens a lot here in crypto. Something like that happens on the routine. It's like nothing sacred. There's no good long-term holds in altcoins. No good long-term holds in altcoins. That might ruffle a few feathers, but that's been proven to be true over this last, it's a year and a half, 2 years here. I would say Zcash was probably one of your better holds if you got it around 50, 60 where we did, right? And built that bag up, but we've already played that out. Decred, come on, baby. You got to get above $15 now. Go back up to 40. Come on, baby. That's one of my dark horses right here. It had a little run, but she come back down to about medium temperature right here. $15. Come on. At least you ain't 12 yet. So the only thing that's kind of winning against Bitcoin right now seems to be Zcash, or one of the few. We can look for some others, and we found a few others. This is total 3 right now here on Christmas weekend, and we do see, again, there's some fall in volume here, although this last candle, we got to give it some time there, but we are getting a bounce finally off of this damn trend line here. We came down for rode that leg down, but now we can start moving back up. We need to come back up and get this guy. The areas that we were at, when was this? On the 22nd of December, which is just a couple of days ago. So make back some of those losses out of those altcoins, and then see if we can make some gains out of altcoins. Let's see if we can get some support here. Adam and Eve. I don't know if you're looking for kind of little patterns to throw over here. I mean, if the channel idea is not good enough for you. So we broke out the red channel, wrote it down, broke out the white channel, wrote it down a little bit. We got a lot of recovery to do here. We're still making lower lows and lower highs, even with all these breakouts. So lackluster breakouts out of altcoins. They just going sideways when you look at it from the bigger picture over there. And of course, the Bitcoin dominance chart right here has a little bit to play. As long as it keeps going up, that means more people have more faith in Bitcoin than all these billions and trillions of altcoins out here that, well, what do they do exactly? We're a governance token. You can vote with us. We don't do nothing. We're just there. We had no reason to make a coin. We could have used the coin that were on the chain to do what we needed to do, but we decided we're going to be greedy little bastards and make our own token. And not only that, we're going to split it off and have a sub token and another token that you can do some stuff with. And we're just going to have all these little tokens on our little, and we're going to make a whole little ecosystem over that doesn't do much. So, I mean, feels like a circus sometimes, don't it? But Bitcoin dominance keeps easing up. That takes more attention away from our beloved altcoins here. And then, of course, we got the stablecoin dominance, which is going to still go up, man. I'm going to replace that chart with some other thing. I don't think we can depend on that. I say that a lot. I haven't done it yet. But some good news in, I think, what was it? Was it Swift? I'm hearing a lot to think. No, it's Zello. Zello? Zelle? Is it Zelle? Zelle that works with the banks or whatever. They're going to start using Paint. They're going to start utilizing stable coins and their money transfers across, countries and crap. Like, that's kind of, yeah. That's where we're headed. Stable coins are good for that. Dumbasses could have figured that out last administration. I'm just saying. We're sitting here talking about it on the channel like, why in the hell don't they use like stable coins? That's what we need. No, we need some. You don't need stable coins. You need a CBDC. Silly globalist bastards. The only global government that I will submit to is that by the Father in heaven. That's all I'm saying. All this other stuff, we don't need no centralized, globalized governance in this world. It's evil, and it is not efficient, as you can see, and very highly manipulative. Freedom robbing, dirty gun robbing, gun running, drug dealing, bank robbing son of a bitches. All right. Okay, we have not been sipping eggnog, everybody, but might as well, man. This is what S&P 500 looks like. pretty sexy. I'm just saying, man, they're moving on up. We're at all-time highs again. We're above 69,000. I didn't say 420, Sean. I said 69,000. So they finally hit that mile marker one more time there into unexplored territory for tech stocks as we get into this AI bubble, or just really, really accelerated exponential growing field. So enticing. It's got crypto calling itself AI over here on some things. Is it really? I'm just saying. They can be used together, and they will be. Okay. But just don't think that every project that claims to have that working or whatever, just because it says it's an AI, don't verify this stuff. Make sure it's got a good use case if you're trying to go with that, but it will be. Them bots will want to get paid for their services too. In exchange, fair exchange, it's just going to be. So, be an easy way to rent out a bot. Is this a cup and handle to the upside? You know, and actually it could be a cup and handle formation, and let's go over that idea for pattern traders. Number one rule for a cup and handle is that price needs to rise into it, for it is a continuation pattern. Thomas Bukowski talks about this. It needs to have a rounded scallop bottom, not pointy, not daggery. Ideally, you are looking for this lip. It's called a lip. It's not called a neck like they do in everything else. It's a lip. And this one ideally would be up here. Now this could still be developing into that lip and then do the handle. It could still do something like that. Or perhaps it's just a lower lip and this is a handle. Okay, we'll consider that. So it might be a cup and handle, but ideally they'll be kind of even. The best ones are. I'm just saying. But it's ticked the boxes, and I'm sorry, you might be used to people that just kind of look at something. Let's got cup and handle vibes. Oh, cup and handy to the left side. Oh, without telling you anything about it. I just try to make sure that you know what the hell it's looking for. So these cup and handle things, regardless of what you might have heard lately, they are basically played like a channel. That's how you got to look at it. They're basically played like a channel in most cases, especially if they come up, the lips come up there. But let's take a proper measure move from this. If this is it, most of your cup and handle guys over here, they're really just playing flags to the upside, man. They're drawing bill flags for over here. And they're just playing this. Their game is to take this and cup and handle with a bill flag to the upside. But your measure move should be from the right lip down to the bottom and then to the very top of that, and that would be your measure move over here. If that's what it is and we do a breakout right, if this is a true cup and handle. So there we go for a measure move target right there. What we got? 88,400 for Bitcoin. Well, that's beautiful. All right, so that's what we see from them shapes. We did our Fibonacci, right? We already got our targets from that, right? Just not on this one. Not on this one. I'm going to go ahead and just... we did it with the fibs earlier. I'm just going to go ahead and do it the manual way right here. Yeah, there we go. We got you right. It's right there, too. All right, so 88,400-ish. See if we can knock out this high over here. 89,100. Knock out this high over here. That's amazing. That would be awesome. Let's do it. They're trying to make something like a shoulder hit. I don't know, man. Wait till it does it, and then let's figure it out. Can't play it until it actually does it anyway, right? I'm just saying. Can we? Until they get confirmed? Are we not just guessing? Is that what the masters told us to do? Well, try to anticipate what the pattern is before it happens, then jump in before anybody knows, and that's how you make $1 million trading. No, damn it, no. That's not how it works. That's not what they said. That's not what they said. They didn't say try to guess and see how many patterns you can fit in here. They said wait for confirmations, man. If you're trying to be a pattern trader, you gotta wait for the confirmations, because until it confirms, it is just a possibility. And you get so many people saying, look, inverted head and shoulders here. And no, it's a possible. Hell, there's a lot of different damn things that could be, man. There's a lot of different damn things it can be, and they can change, and it can dwarf it and transform into a lot of other things before it finally figures out which way it wants to go. And you know what? I think that's why I like the fibs so much. I don't have to deal with that stuff as much anymore. The fibs, man. Love them Fibonacci's. May come over to the chat, everybody. How we doing? So we're looking at Bitcoin, hoping to our Christmas rally continue. My Epstein comment was rug, says Javi Medina. They rugged your Epstein comment? At one point, I never did it because I just got lazy. But over here, I was going, my little highway back over here, I was going to have a little white van that had like a Epstein delivery service or something to zoom by. I never did do it. But I was going to. I thought that would, I thought it might be funny, though. I thought, well, no, it might be creepy. Avi says, yo, Elon broke the redacted Epstein files. He reverse engineered Adobe. FBI was using black highlighter instead of the official erasing. I heard about that. That's kind of cool. Something like he let the pro members, the way I heard it was that he let the pro version elapse on Adobe or whatever that they had. And so instead of doing the automatic picture, they went out there and had to, just draw little black boxes. And so all you got to do is just copy, and then you just paste, and then all the words are there. And I'm like, touche, my man. Hey, man, that just made it legally compliant. They were supposed to put it out unredacted anyway, right? So technically they did. All right, so. I would say that would probably, I wonder if that would probably work with the pictures too. I don't know. It makes sense that it would possibly be worth that shot if nobody's tried that yet. Selena Anderson, how's it going, Slinda? Tao is also in the dumpster. I know, man. We were looking at it last night or a night before. Let's get on a bigger time. But I've got a harmonic pattern on this little sucker from it's a stretch though. It's from that wick. But it looks like we got a shark. Is that a shark? And we not really hit my shark. Well, it hasn't really hit my area that I'm kind of looking at. I don't know if it's going to come down here or not, but that's just what I'm looking for. But what is that area? 886 is about 180. Well, about 186, 190. Yeah, Tau. That was, oh, here was a harmonic. Oh, yes, this. Now, I like, but does that count or not? There was this harmonic over here, and we got up to the second point, and that's where we started doing this other one. So I've got technically I got two bullish harmonic patterns over here. They should be green, not red. So, I mean, what I'm trying to say for anybody who can't figure it out, because hell, half the time, I make no sense at all. These patterns are really good for reversals, right? These particular harmonic patterns. And this one is good for, I mean, and they all have a chance for come back for a double retest of these bottoms. Maybe that's what we're doing here. Maybe this is just a completion of this idea over here before we start heading up. And I will say this, I do like, I mean, you gotta zoom out for this. This is the daily. But we follow price action. We got something kind of like this. And I could see this as, a big ass W. At least, maybe that's the hopium speaking, and hope we don't go to zero and just this project dies or something crazy like that. No, this one should be alright. But we are down at bottom territory. And I believe even from here, if we go from the bottom, oh, well, we have to go over here for the wick, don't we? Now, from this interpretation, from X to A, we are at a 786 area, and that makes a. I didn't draw you in there. That makes me feel better. So we're at a level of support right now for Tau, the 220 area. If we go all the way to our main high, now it's resistance, and I've got it within that box. That's where I've got my main areas pulled, like this 190, 186 area. Should be 186. I'm hoping that that first pull will have weight, and I think it does. I think it does even on this pattern, because it's figured from that, I believe. Anyway, just coming down to the smaller time frames and see what's happening. Here on the 4 hour looks kind of good, though. There might even be some bullish divergence going on right here. We're above the 9 and above the 21. I like what I'm seeing here for an idea for at a support area. Let's check our indicators here. You do. You've got on the 4 hour, we got bullish divergence here. On the RSI, where it's going up, it's been deep in the red. This is looking kind of juicy. You're above the 50, so now you're in bullish territory on the RSI. Approaching the 50 moving average, so normal resistance area right up here, about 226. But we might actually get something here. I'd like to see it get an official breakout of here, a good solid breakout, run up over here. But still, we got rising, but with this and everything else that I've seen over here, can't see it because of this gosh darn whatever that is. I don't want the, but the volume is declining over here while price is going up, so that's a little untrustworthy. But at least that's a good sign for right now, right? So just short term. Cool. 231. Let's see if we can let's eyeball this 0.5 area right here. Seems to be our most prominent support resistance area right there anyway. And that's about 260, 261. Let's see what happens right there. And if we can get above it, then I would feel much better. Although I'm not, we could have some better signals over here, but yeah. But if we can't get above 262, then that does put us in danger for some of these lower areas here. But I'd like to see us at least try to rally up to there over the next few days. This trend line here is giving us a little warning sign. I guess we should pay attention to it. Let's zoom out and see if we can dial it in here. I'll just now zoom in there. That's the gift for me from the North Pole chain, Mary blockchain night, Bitcoin centers dropping gains, making everything right. Where did you go? I lost the line. Where'd you go, line? There you are. So and it doesn't look as good on the 2 hour, but that was the trend line there. So that's resistance 2, in my personal opinion, right up around this fuzzy little zone. So maybe we can gain about $50 on it. I hope so. I hope so. These poor altcoins, man. They've been destroyed, along with all my hopes and dreams. My altcoin dreams. Yeah, I need to get me some more Tau. It's an AI play. I've still got mine staking. Matter of fact, I haven't checked it. I started with like 7 of them. And I can't remember. I think I've added. I can't remember what the thing was. I've got to let. I didn't make 4 of them or anything like that over that time. But I've had it taken for a while. It has given me. It has given me some. I'd say I got at least 2 out of it. I don't know, but I've got it. I've had mine taken for a long time there. There's a history. What does this say? So I did put one over here on May of 2024. And I added in January 2024. I just added little by little over here. So, oh, here we go. Here we go. So I put 7. Stake that much. And then I stake this much. What? Whoa, added. Is this not staked? Can I stake some? Create a new stake. I still got 1 Tau that's free over here. What do you mean create a new stake? A stake has two parts. When you stake TAO, you must select a subnet and validator. A validator creates submissions that will blah, 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 nerdy stuff that bores me to hell. All right, validator reward, blah, 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 blah. That didn't stay in my brain at all. Subnet prices change. Oh, chicken. Anyway, get started. Okay. Whoa, what was that? I feel like I missed something. A little checkbox over here. Don't show again. Well, I'll probably need to see it. Gains and losses. What the hell? Whoa, 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 whoa. Gotta read the fine print here. Once you unstake, your stake principal plus any rewards from validators will be converted back to TAO in your wallet at the current exchange rate. What do you mean at the current exchange rate? What do you mean at the current exchange rate? Once you unstake, your staked principal plus any rewards from validators will be converted back to TAO in your wallet at the current exchange rate. I'm going to have to meditate on that. All right, I don't feel like doing this right now. I'm just going to, but I got one over there that's not staked. I just saw that. Chris Klein says, I hope it chills out now, though. I have a short end right now, but another order at $39.75. Imagine all prices if Bitcoin goes back down to 50. I know. And you got a lot of people considering that, and I mean, think about it. I mean, one of the game plans on a lot of people's minds, and a lot of the influences out here see this too. A lot of people would just normally think this, but if we go back, Bitcoin goes back up to $100,000. You know, we got everybody thinking, oh, this is a good time. I want to dump my altcoins when they go back up and get out of this bear market. So it may be hell trying to get some of those prices to reach something decent. A lot of people planning on selling. I don't know. They've just been burnt and hit so bad. You look at the altcoin charts and it looks like, hell, we've been in a bear market for the last year and a half. What it feels like. Folks, it is now time for that wonderful part of the evening where we do a commercial.
Crypto cowboys, moon or alimony bags. Subscribe to Road Dawg Crypto now. Like or bear eats you. Better call Road Dawg. She gets house, I keep ape. Fair? No.
And of course, can't forget our main sponsor here. Good ass coffee.
The morning's gray, the clock's a foe. The world outside moves slow, so slow.
Another
There's
cube.
a spark, a golden glow. Good ass coffee's here, you know.
Oh, toilet paper.
Oh, the
Toilet paper.
best
Freeze
part of waking up.
Toilet
Is good
paper.
ass coffee in your cup.
Look, I get a little get free toilet paper with your good ass coffee. Glasshopper says, "Stake it to a subnet, dog." Rizzy. Many will never come back. Such was the case in well, was it 2013, 2014? But they were all their own little Bitcoin copies and altcoin carbon copies. 2017, the ERC20, there was a lot of them that didn't come back. There's a lot of coins that died there too. The ERC20 killed a lot of the other older projects. And then a lot of them, yeah, it happens every time. When you stake TAO, you get TAO back. If TAO pumps, you get more TAO. If it dumps, you get less. It compounds itself. That's what I was hoping on. I gotta go back over and make sure I didn't miss a step over there. I haven't really ran through that process, like I said, and it's been like over a year since I've staked anything over there. Road Dawg Crypto, sponsored by GAC, the coffee that's good and ass at the same time. Glasshopper's got some staked over there too. Strega says time is what? 5? Are you kidding me? Well, wow. You've been a disappointment, Chrono Tech. Oh! Ooh! Dang! Dang! That hurt my feelings, Tao. You went down low and you supposed to go. Please don't 618 us. Please don't 618 us. Dang, Tao, that's nasty. Oh no! Say it's not so, darling. 618 Fibonacci here. It'd be $1.89 if we ever got that low. Yeah, you don't want to see Tao do anything like that. So let's zoom out. Let's get this guy right here. That's the one we need to look at. 113272. Let's get all these bum ass targets that never actually got hit. All these hopium targets. There was a trade set up. That didn't happen at all. You suck, Road Dawg! Alright, let's put a white line. This one will be a red line right there. That's a little better. 230. I don't need to see 238. Well, clearly this one's not getting any global adoption. It sounded kind of cool. Tokenomics are pretty cool. It's a human resources thing. Sounds like they got their stuff together. They've been around for a while and nobody gives a crap. And nobody's using it. Will it ever revolutionize the world? Probably not. Do you think an old coin that just hasn't caught on will finally catch on? Or do you think there might be some little group of bastards out there that say, oh, looky, it's now a good time to copy this idea. Let's build a whole new chain, make it nice and shiny, steal their idea. Let's... and let's market it to Americans, yes. And so, yeah, that would probably happen a little more likely. They'd probably come up with something new and shiny, and it's much better. You buy, you make us rich, and you support the communism. You don't know the CCP and crypto. I don't know. We're talking silly out here. Oh my God, I'm gonna get banned. We said ICP. That's a cryptocurrency, Internet Computer Protocol. So are we in a big ass falling wedge? Well, it does look like it, doesn't it? Way to go, Sherlock. Are you gonna do it this way? I wouldn't. I mean, you can. Doesn't matter. We're losing levels. She's wanting to come down. She's wanting to do the nasty, nasty dance. She's wanting to do the Uma Thurman. She broke a trend line. Tis not looking good for you. I hope you don't come down to 238, but it's possible. Gosh darn it, time. Why doesn't anybody love you, time? 18 people hanging out. How's it going, 18 people? Merry Christmas. How's Dash looking? Had a nice little $1.50 run up today. Let's take a look at Dash. Hey, Dash. Oh, you're at 39. You got a little W thing going on. I see no divergence, but we do have some green dots on what is this 4 hour moving averages. The bigger ones look good. The other ones look they've got a lot of work today, but the bigger ones are hinting that it's not impossible to see $60 again. Let us let's refresh all this. I like to refresh these guys. So the big run up and the big letdown, the slow, painful letdown, the corrective letdown. Nice strong ass move, and then a lot of I'm gonna buy every dip. I'm gonna buy every dip on the way down. That's what I'm gonna do because this one is awesome. This coin is so awesome. It's $144. You know this one's gonna be a winner in this market. I'm gonna buy the dip, baby. Buy the dip. Buy that dip. I'm keep buying the dip. That dip went down low, man. That dip went down from $100 dip all the way down to a $35 dip. Yeah, that's That's not the dip buying periods, man, after a nice move. Normally, I mean, this looks like a parabolic. I mean, it doesn't look like a parabolic move, but it acts like a parabolic move. And those are really the ones I would definitely drive that idea home, man. If you got a curved one that breaks, you can expect a lot of this crap. Well, my goodness, what are we looking at here? Several ways we can look at this, from the swing lows to the swing of the highs, and we're going to label this 886 fib area right here, which, by golly, we seem to be right at it. I would say that probably did pretty good. Maybe we'll just do everything we need to do from right here. Alright, 886 area that it came to. I probably didn't nail it exactly. There's probably a little gappy over here on my fibs. Let's see if we can dial this in better. Alright. Let me put you up there. Not that you have to be this picky, but it didn't quite exactly touch me. We're going with this one. We could do some other techniques, but the swing low to swing high, tell me where I need to buy. There's nothing really much better than that. Just to validate that we got a bottom area. Now that we got a bottom area, I can go from swing high to swing low, tell me where price is going to go, and now we can we can hang him over the edge of the balcony and make him tell us all the secrets. Where's the good places to sell? I'm never gonna tell you. Where's the good places to sell? Oh my God! Tickle! Oh no! Stop it! $61 is what he's just said. $61 is a good place to sell. Yeah, sounds crazy, but it is true. $78 is a dang good place to sell. When are you planning on getting there? I'm never telling you. Alright, so let's scale this down. This is scalable. This is what's so beautiful about it. We can scale it to here. But, and you see, when we scale it down, do you see how we get a lot of overlap on those fib areas? That's confluence, baby. Confluence. Got different numbers, same levels. Just as tasty. Extra crispy, too. Let's come down here to this one. Let's come down here to this one right here, that little high that we had. Scale this down, baby. December 9th, 2025. That's a little bit more local. That's very local. Oh, we gotta scale you in a little bit tighter down here too, don't we? Okay, I see ya. So what does this tell us when we scale it down? It tells us that we're now exiting the, I wish I'd bought a shitload, oh crap, we can't say. I wish I bought a crap load more of this below $39. That's the translation. You can't understand it until you get over here at about $46. Then you look back and say, oh damn, I had a chance. I could have bought it at $38 and I didn't do it. If only somebody would have told me. That's why I'm here. I'm here to tell you that not only me, but your Fibonacci from a swing high to a bottom swing low, anywhere under your 236 Fibonacci's are excellent places, even when you scale it down. I'm just saying. It's a great little technique. It's what I teach. I don't see anybody else do that. That's my system then, I guess. I'm going to claim it. I'll write a book about it. Hey, we're going to have some courses before too long. We'll be putting them out here on YouTube and whatnot. Our Telegram group. It'll be building. We'll be doing some more videos and things like that in this coming year. Slowly develop a little course thing, but you guys will get in on it. If you're in the $3 membership class, you'll be able to have access as I build all this stuff or whatever. Be part of the program. And I was thinking about doing some mentorship opportunities, not the way that everybody else does it though. I don't know. That's just like, I'm not into that. But like there's another tier here on YouTube, like $24.90 something. That's affordable. That would let people come in. It'd be worthy of my time. That's a fair thing. People come in, and you can of course cancel whenever with YouTube. Of course YouTube takes a big cut of it, whatever, but still it's an easier way to do it. And a little bit more personal. I don't know, just throwing some ideas out. For anyone that's kind of a little bit newer to this, hasn't figured things out, want to kind of brush it along, but otherwise just sit here and just, come visit the stream, ask questions. I tell everything I know. I can't keep a secret to save my life when it comes to TA. I've got to tell every secret to everything I've uncovered. Some nice rounding going on. So we got a W pattern here. That's good for Dash. That's a start. Why, some people might even be looking for a breakout idea. I would say you are correct, sir. Where did you break out from? Well, doesn't that get subjective? Well, look, it's a bullish megaphone with a partial decline to the upside, 72% chance. Okay, that works. That's a falling wedgie that's not wedgied. Now, falling wedgie is usually, they got some different things. But okay, you can play it. I ain't going to bitch at you. Hell, you can come all the way back up here if you want to. Shoot, baby. Look at that. It broke out and then it retested and come back down and touched the main trend line. That's all. Every one of those is valid. You can't say that any one of those things is wrong. There's so many different ways that overlap when it comes to pattern trading, but it all comes down to one thing. You have a trend line on a top line and a bottom line, and once you pierce that, or that tells you things. Right now I'm looking for a dash to get out of this little double bottom idea, which has a measured move. Takes us up to around this area right here, about $47 for the actual measured move. And pattern measure moves they're good. They're good. They'll get you right in the right area if you do them right. Now, some people take some crazy measure moves and they start moving them and all this other stuff. And these are the teachers on YouTube. And I kind of, I try to make a point to say measure moves are to be measured. Respect that measure. Let it fall where it may. Don't move it. You ain't got to change the angle of the dangle or anything. It's just that's how you get to be more accurate. That little measure move comes right below the 200 moving average and right above the 660 right there. That's interesting. If we're looking at fib levels to shoot for, we'd be looking about the 382-618. Can you get other variations? Of course you can, but those are your two main ones to be shooting for. And you usually see confluence if you look to the left over here and say 618. It's nice. Nice! That's at $46 for Dash. $42 looks beautiful. If we can just get past the $40 area. And it's only going to go up $2? Well, greedy bastard, how much did you want it to go up? And we take all that we can get out of this. Until we can come up to $61. Come up to our bigger targets. It's little by little. But don't forget where we were, man. 61's possible. Possible. Yeah, I got the green line on the 4 hour. You've had it for a while. Let's see what we're looking like on the 1 hour. You kind of pressed up there right now. Zooming into the 1 hour. You can see that breakout a lot more apparent right there. That's nice. That is nice. The measured move for this little channel idea that we got. We should have already exceeded it or be right at it. Kind of telling you that, hey baby, you might want to take some profits. So you knocked out these highs, might not take these highs out yet, or if it does, hey, great. Still doesn't hurt to take a little profit there. That's good. Moving averages got some work to do, but Ichimoku Cloud looks like she's got some promise here. Dash! Let's go get it, baby. Make daddy happy. Dash isn't looking too bad. No, it is not. PMO says all my AI coins are down. Nothing about all my coins are down on everything, AI or not. Whatever I still got. Got some in wallets that I've, haven't moved them. I mean, they're so low now. I can't, they're there. I've sorted through them recently, a couple of months ago or a month or two ago, and did a little de-risking. A little late, though, honestly. Why is it so hard to pay attention to the signs that you see at those top signals? Because we see them. We talk about them and we comment on them and it'd suck if this happens, wouldn't it? Yeah, and then I just feel like I look back and say, you keep it on, you're watching a lot, you do something, but you don't have the conviction to make the big move. Get the hell out of the whole market when Bitcoin's topped out or altcoins are topped out. You just gotta watch the roller coaster. I guess we like watching roller coasters. It's hard not to ride that roller coaster sometimes, especially if you got a lot of things. It's hard to manage. And they tried to warn us. So don't get too many coins. It's too hard to manage. You only should have about 5 to 10. 15's way too many. Oh my God. What about 100? 125? Is that okay? Sounds like there might be a problem to work on there. I gotta say, this market's probably taught a lot of us a good lessons here. Just have to dress down and no jewelry. Gator Squatch says, hey, how's it going, Gator Squatch? Says, my website's almost done. I own the domain to gatorsquatch.com. Congratulations, my man. Let us know when she's up and running. We'll take a look at it. There's a lot of cartel all over Brazil. There's a lot of butt doctors in Brazil, too, I've heard. It's useless trivia, but I just thought I'd throw it out there. I'll keep that in mind. I think Portuguese Brazil dialect is sexy. Pepe needs to pay for my trip. Pepe need to go up, man. Pepe cheap. Bag it up if you go there. South America has a high age rate. What? I'm waiting for the Pepe's Nicks to go live. What the hell is that? We're talking about down under. Mike Tyson punch out up in this bitch. What? Time looks like Jake Paul's jaw. You know, I didn't see that. I did hear about it. Gator Scotch has got a gem pick to go over. Let's see. We ain't got nothing else going on. Let's see what we got here. Red belly. What is red belly? Sounds like yellow belly. Yellow Ledbetter. Yellow. I don't know where I'm getting these associations. Well, let's take it over. Let's plug it in over here. It's number 770. RBNT has got a $17 million market cap, small micro cap here. It's got 10 billion total supply. That's about 9 billion too many in my personal opinion, but that's just me being picky. Circulating supply is 2.3 billion, meaning that there's about 4 times as many coins out there circulating right now that have yet to rain down on our heads over the lifetime of this coin and release schedule. Just gotta always call that out. This is where we are on that release schedule. Luckily, they show it over here. And over these next few months, this is how many more coins and over the next year will be put out. So let's say by summertime, there, instead of having, how many out do we have right now? We got 2.3 billion. By summer, we'll have out here probably about 5.5 billion. So this will double by summer, and price will have to double to keep up with it, but yet technically stay the same level of value that it is right now when you think about it in those terms. This is how the tokenomics affect things and release schedules affect things over time. So it inflates, right? It means there's got to be a lot more money coming into this thing constantly just to hold this price as these things are released. And it affects the ones with the bigger billions of coins more than not. And some of these have a lot, right? You look at some projects that got 40 billion, 100 billion. Some of them getting a trillion. I mean, it gets crazy out there. But it's just part of the landscape we're in. You have to keep that in mind. So all-time high on this was 1 year ago. This got up to 48 cents. It's at under a penny right now. And you might be thinking to yourself, "Whoo, baby, we can go back up to 50 cents." And I'd say, it sounds good. Sounds like, you know, history could repeat itself. Price levels that we visited before could repeat themselves. But again, I want to draw you back to the tokenomics on this, and just let's look at, what was that, a year ago? It was a year ago, right? How many coins were out on the market a year ago in December? It was brand freaking new, so not many. So it was easier for it to get to 46 cents there. So usually what you see as the unlocks go up, the price comes down, and we start getting hockey stick price action and stuff like that. Well, kind of like this. Is it a bad thing? No. I mean, if it's a good project and it's got something, it can be good. And actually, you can get a lot here if you like the project. You're at the bottom, so you can get the lion's share. But I do talk bad about coins that have a lot of coins in their total supply because it gunks up the system. And if you don't believe me, look at Cardano, look at Caspa, look at XRP. You can't say you got a lot of good movement on there. It takes a long time for any movement. And it's just like, I don't know, they move like honey, like molasses. Cardano, I'm talking to you. At least you're not 4 cents anymore. I remember you sticking at 4 cents for damn near 3 years. Feels like it anyway. That was my experience. Your experience may be different, but that's what I got. So what is this one? Red Belly Network. Open capital markets infrastructure, enabling assets issuers to tokenize and trade compliant on-chain structured projects. I like the narratives and the real world assets and all of that because that's very important, but I'm very concerned because there are so many, they're chasing that narrative now. It's just like all, AI. And then all of a sudden, well, gosh darn it, everything turned into AI. They got a lot of them. Or whatever narrative, NFT, and then all of a sudden, everybody's, a lot of these tokens do that. But my big concern is I see a lot of the real world assets, and maybe they do have some good connections and things like that, but they're tokenomics, man. I don't like the tokenomics I'm seeing on all this stuff on the real world asset plays. And we're looking at unlock schedules and stuff like that. And I was like, these platforms are going to have to be the winner, the chosen ones to actually really, really make it, in my personal opinion. So some of them will be. You just got to make sure you're getting the right one, I guess. But I'm just concerned about some of the tokenomics on some of the very new, and because they're more centralized ones. They're coming from the banker side, a lot of that, more than from the decentralized side, right? So they're rigging the game ahead of time is how I kind of look at it with some of their tokenomic structures. I'm just saying it's good to be looking in on these, but I get scared on the tokenomics. But cool, patented layer 1, public blockchain, community grants. So go and do your due diligence and everything. I'm not talking bad about any of these projects. I don't want that to come across, but I'm just mentioning the real warnings you got to be aware of. And the tokenomics is a big thing. And you just, should do a study of all the coins that die and how many of them, what their tokenomics, what was their total supply? What was their unlocking schedule look like? What was their use case? What was their promise? And all this sort of stuff. So Red Belly enables real-world asset issuers to build Web3 registries and compose tokenized asset into on-chain structured projects. So it's doing what, unfortunately, a lot of projects are doing this, right? It's the new thing. But how many Amazons can we have out here? How many Teslas can we have out here, right? How many Nvidias can we have out here? Because it looks like we got like 1,000 Teslas. We got 1,000 Nvidias out here, all trying to do the same thing. Again, not trying to talk bad. I'm just trying to be a voice of reason. But Red Belly, let's take a look at the chart. What was it? It was RBNT. What we can do also, I don't know what we'll get out of it, but we can take it over to the token sniffer. I don't know that it will do anything for us, but just to wrapped RBNT. Let's see what it says over here. Score 0 out of 100. What's your red things? All other holders possess less than 5% of the circulating token supply. A wallet contains a substantial amount of tokens. Circulating supply is total supply minus the burned amount, which could have a large impact on the token price if sold. Another one was liquidity pool not found. I don't know that that's the most important thing. Looks like it's got most of the red boxes chart. Now, the 0 out of 10, maybe they just haven't. I don't. These check marks should make it more than 0 out of 10. So maybe it's not got a complete score. But it does say that it's sellable. It's not a honeypot. Verified contract source. Ownership is renounced, and that's one of the biggest things right there. It does not contain an owner contract, so that's cool. Creator not authorized for special permission. That's cool. Creator wallet contains less than 5% of the circulating token supply, so that's good. Top 10 holders possess less than 70% of the circulating supply. So it's just, I think that one just give it a red flag, which I've seen that on some, but the score here doesn't deserve to be 0. But a good idea, just to, you know, do some due diligence on some of these projects. We're going to look at the chart. So this is it, and let's go to the weekly. All right, well, you're above the, or you've been above the 9, and you might be losing it. I would be concerned about this red dot. It hasn't confirmed. You got a week for it to confirm, or it could disappear and things could be hunky-dory. But stochastics are coming down on the weekly. You do have a red dot there, so that's a little bit of concern about it. MACD's looking opposite, though. She's like, I mean, she went bullish. She's lackluster right now. She's lost some momentum here, but you know, she's not like still bearish. So a little, and this is good. This is looking a little bit more bullish than not. All right, so you got a trend line here. Okay, that's good. So the red dot might disappear or may not be as bad. Okay, we can get that from the weekly over here, but it does have a red dot of warning. The daily does not look good. The daily does not look good. The 9 is crossing the 100. Lost the 9. Lost the 50. 50 crossed the 200 though, so she can bounce back. All right, what are you doing over here? You got a lower high. You pull back here. You pull. I'm on the market cap. I'm on the market cap. RBNT. Crypto. Well, why aren't you showing up now? Because you spelled it wrong. RBNT. Ripnot. Ripnot. Here we go. Alright, we were on the market cap and not the actual price. Let's come back and let's check our indicators over here. Okay, so you do not have a red dot on the weekly, but you do have stochastics wanting to come down there. A little bit of a rollover, not too bad. Let's see. Okay. This is the MACD. RSI, that's looking okay. Coming out of the red zone. Why even in the red zone? There's some bullish divergence here on the weekly. I mean, it has been for a while, so don't get it twisted. Above the 9 weekly moving average. Okay, trying, and it hasn't lost it yet. That's cool. Let's go to 3-day. 9/21. Okay, looking a little bit better. Just need to take out this high over here. One day, not bad. 4 hours, check out the 4 hour over here. So, yeah, she's trying. Looks like the bottom, that's a good chance that the bottom was in over here at 0.5 cent. It's at 0.007 right now. Let's see if we can, where was this? This was in May of 2025. Let's just go over here. Just do our local fibs and see where she didn't quite make it over that 236 area. So still in the juicy buy zone area right here. And most notable place I would be looking for is to go at 0.2. And even here on the very bottoms where you can make your exponential gains a lot easier with less risk, in my personal opinion. You could come up 190% to that target. I'm just saying, it's a lot easier waiting for that to happen than for, no, I'm just going to wait till it gets to 3 cents, then I'm going to jump in. And it takes a lot more. It'd have to get up to about 13 cents to make that same amount of gains, right? So it's easier to make your money on the bottoms. It is. But you got to work it. You got to work it. All right, so it's in an interesting place of accumulation and rounding. We can give it that. It could be a big, nice, rounded accumulation. It can take a long time over here. You got to be patient when they're in an accumulation zone, because honestly, I mean, I'm not kidding. This can last for years. It does. It can. Okay, bear market, rounded, and accumulation zones. They can. It can last. Some for altcoins, especially. It can go for a while. But that's where the position traders stack up and buy their positions here, and they're patient, and they wait for those months or year, and then suddenly it's out of this whole range after they're building their bag in this whole range for that period of time. You can take a small bag and multiply that bag, recycling into it during this whole process. That's what this whole area is for, to do during these nice rounded or flat bottoms, right? And then, so you're getting it like when it's under a penny, and then you sell it when it goes to 25 cents or something crazy, or 10 cents even. Yeah, that's the idea anyway. And of course, you do need good altcoin performance for that to work out, which we did not get very much this year. Let's come. Jim Makachek says it's harder to get into the bottoms. Gary Squash says I dropped $500 on Red Belly. Rounded bottom. It is rounded, but you're on the compression side here. It's not in a bad spot. So for some of you guys that don't know how I look at the rounded bottoms over here, you get a compression phase, and then you get the expansion phase wherever it starts, and it could go flat or whatever, but it typically kind of looks like this. Sometimes you might get the little butt crack, which you might get a little rise up and something that brings it back down, and we do this. But this part, it starts getting expansive. This is the fun part of the market to be in. Some people will let this go on this side, and then we start getting into the expansion phase before they jump in. Depends on what your strategy is. If you're trying to build a bag and rotate it and all this other stuff, you want in closest to the middle as you can get and work it. But if you're just like wanting to come in and just, I'll build it on the way up, hell, I just want to be in a good trend, you wait for the expansion phase. Super chat. Oh, yeah, sorry. Super chat. Look at Kima. Thank you for the super chat, my man. Thank you for the... There we go. Got a delayed reaction there out of that. Let's take a look at Kima. KuCoin looks good. All right, this is the daily, and we're still in our area here, but so not the greatest trend line at all here on the daily, but there's a breakout. And I got a green daily candle, so that's good. So the day's good. Here on the daily, the 9 crossed the 21 and is starting to get over to the 50, so that's good. So chances are likely that this bottom support will hold and it'll start moving back up a little bit. That this might actually be a flag kind of looking formation here on the smaller time frames. Let's come down to let's do 4 hours. Good. I'm not looking for a flag. I would be looking for an AB equals CD play here. Which, if you're familiar with flags, if you think about it, does kind of work very similar. You're going from top to bottom. And this is your AB, and now this becomes C. And if that be C, then D's got to be right here. You can do a simple measure move. Can help you out in a pinch. Doesn't mean that's what's going to happen, but that is one of the setups, and it's kind of common from the bottoms. Sometimes you can get 3 of them little guys in a row there, 3 drives pattern. So now I'm going to do it the Fibonacci way, where we come down here and see where we come back. Are you 3.2 or are you 0.5? Where'd you come down to? It's hard to tell. 0.5. That makes it a little tricky. Okay, that one makes it tricky. 0.5 retracement here. I'm going to throw out a few extra little targets here. Keep an eye on 0.5 Fibonacci can get kind of spicy to bounce from there. I'm going to use the old fib extension tool here. It uses 3 parts, the old school too. And okay, we got you. Good right here. Yes, and this is another way to do your A equals CD. I guess I should say swing low to swing high to swing low, and you look for the 100%. That'd be another way to do your A equals CD. That is your measure move from -50 to, well, what it looks like on here. That's your measure move. So another way to get it. So I've showed you 3 different ways to do this pattern. But I did this specifically to get the 100%. And I want the 200%. What? La 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 la. And this is another really good target right here. Because a 0.5 could end up doing some crazy crap sometimes. Sometimes I can get a little bit more bullish than you would think. All right, so we got our second touch on a trend line here on the 4 hour. Looks like it's off to a nice little start. Chances are we are in a channel, because I'm going to keep throwing into your mind that price travels in a channel if you just locate it. Look, resistance or support, resistance in a channel. We can just keep working our way up here. 1 hump, 2 hump, 3 humps, and then finally get a corrected dump. Some other targets I guess we're looking at, which are older. I think they already hit the 47 cent, 4.7 cents. Did it. 0.5 fib, or the what is a measure move? Purple. Nailed it. We had this up here dotted line. That is where we got rejection. Nailed it. Awesome. Woohoo. Fibonacci's work. They're great. They're great. Why these buttons don't work anymore, Sean? I've been telling you for the longest, gosh darn it. They don't work. All right, whatever. That bailed out on me. All right, well. Been thinking Sean was out of his mind about the buttons not working. That's all he's been bitching about for about 2 years. You know, sometimes they don't work. What's this one do?
Mama always said playing shitty patterns always gets shitty results.
Well, there we go. All right, this is Kima. Kima looks good. Kima looks like it could do some damage, up there. We've already been here, 32% gains, but look, 57. Sweet spot I'm looking for locally, about 7.3 cents, 74% gains. Measure move area, A equals CD target, 86% gains right there. Sweet! Bada. I guess we should publish this. This is a 4 hour. Let's take this and put it over into our trade setups. Hey! Before I do that, there's Isaac Delgado. I don't. He admitted it today, man. It said he just started putting this stuff together about 3 or 4 years ago. I told you. It's coming out. It came out of his mouth this time instead of mine. Gotta pay attention. Got to pay attention. All right, so we're supposed to copy the image. Keep my swing targets. Alright, we'll just put that over there to document all this. Alright, thank you, Gator. Kima's looking nice. It's looking nice. Is it time for some good ass coffee? I fear that it is. Tonight is probably, well, yeah, it probably is last night of the Christmas music. Unless y'all want it tomorrow night, but we got the Road Dawg Christmas music in the background. Some of it is available for streaming. A lot of it is not. Jim says, if you got time, could you look at ADA and Solana? I've been staring too long. I need a fresh perspective. I'm biased long on both hedge short. I'm biased long on both hedge short on ADA, but not Solana at the moment. Well, let's take a look at Cardano. 36 cents. This is futures. Let's get more price history here. Here we go. 36 cents Cardano. Let's zoom out. Yeah, well, I mean, you met at that line. It's not the greatest rounding line here. I'm going to take that off. Let's take the prices off so we can see the lines. Trend line idea here, bodies to wicks. And we could still be coming down there. I hope not. So far, hanging around the 786. Indicators, how you looking? Hopeful. Hopeful. Just not there yet. 3 day. 3 days. Got a little something going on. Let's look on the 3 day chart. What's going on the 3 day? Moving averages, how are you looking? You are a mess. You're a mess. You're 200 and you're 800 over here. It's 60 and 50 cents. And just as a rule of thumb, on these bigger time frames like this, I would look for both of those to be places we can come back to. It sounds impossible now, and it may take forever to get there. I don't know, but they kind of stay on the radar. Be retesting these areas over here too. That nasty wick, and you're seeing everything get candlesticked. It's like it foretold us where we would be trying to go. Not that we have to go all the way back down there, but that is a rule of thumb. What wicks get candlesticks, unless it's the big ass stiletto heel pattern. That's olive oil shoe right there. That looks horrible. That looked horrible. You can't do that, man. I feel like I heard this song already. I like this song. What song is sexy? Cool. So, are we just getting a big stiletto high heel? That's what it reminds me of. Big old stiletto high heel Christmas tree lamp over here. Finally fits the season. Is that what we're doing down here? Trying to make some kind of a fallen wedge, something going on over here. 786 area for that too as well. Let me check that against some other movements here, measurements here. All right, we zoomed in. We're on the 3 day. Oh man, you are already back down to way down here, aren't you? She do be looking scary, I got to say. She looks... This is what I like. Yeah, baby, 272 area, you're trying to lose it. Can you get it back, or are you coming deeper? You're coming deeper? I hope you don't come deeper. 31 could be on the radar. So could 34. Let's come down to smaller time frames. Coming, we're way down to the 4 hour. To the 4 hour here. That's good. Higher low here. Okay. Let's see if moving averages are spread apart really nicely. Got bullish divergence. And you're climbing back above the 9 moving average. Let's see if we can get some traction around here. We're at some possible bottom areas by some measurements here. 272 area, 786. We lost a little bit. We can reclaim it, and then this could count. So I see some hope. I see some hope short term on this one, and then we can get, kind of determine better. Locally, I would say a lot of people are probably looking for the formation of maybe an Albany bottom down here, which could be happening. And so getting above that neckline gives us measure moves back up to this area to retest this area about 40, 41 cents. That could happen. So I see some good signs here locally. And like I said, I do think we will be seeing some movement out of our altcoins. They're trying to do something. Of course, you hear me say that a lot, and then we roll over and we get a little move. It's more 2 steps back and 1 step forward than anything. But we finally did get a higher high over here and a bounce. So maybe that would be affecting all of our altcoins, including ADA or Cardano and Solana too. 4 hour looks like it's got some hope here. 36 cents. Love to get back and retest 48 or higher. Next area to look at is 39 or 40, and then of course 43. Just some areas to monitor as we try to work our way back up. Oh, that's the wrong one. So short term, we just kind of monitor those price areas around 40, 43. But ideally, we want to see it hit higher, about 50 to 52. That's what we want to see. As this pattern expands, or that trend line expands, and it's making it more of like an opening broadening pattern with the price coming down. It could be continuation, hopefully not. It could also end up making do a lot of things, but using the upper guideline is very much on our side. The bottom guideline is we're starting to deviate from it, but this could open some really good possibilities for some comebacks. I've seen some crazy things happen with some of these trend lines, right? Not out of the woods, but let's see what we can do at 40 cents there. Let's take a look at Solana, because she's been suffering. Solana. I've seen some traders, and they're calling themselves day traders now. They used to call themselves swing traders, and they had a big swing trade on Solana and got it around juicy prices like $109, $112. I've never seen them really make any big claims about how they did anything. I just see them ride the roller coaster up and down and stuff. I don't know. And I'm like, well, maybe you're not a swing trader. You're just a holder. Which is easy to happen, especially if you got a lot of coins. I gotta say, I'm not bitching about it, but it is more they brag about how excellent of traders that they are, but then you see, not sure that you're as great of a manager as you claim. I'm just saying, I'm not as great of it's hard to manage these things, right? But you got some people come out here and it's like this. We do it perfectly. Manage this. I can show you how to do that. And you're like, but are you doing it? Or are you just selling that idea? AB equals CD gives us some confirmation up here about 131. If we can get lucky, make a nice little double bottom over here. Adam and Eve pattern be damned. It all works about the same. Doesn't matter. So let's try. She's having trouble getting above that 9 moving average. I thought I saw a little sliver of green. Nope, no green on the Ichimoku cloud yet. So we got a possible trend line here. Basically, the line in the sand, lose this and start doubting whether you should be in it anymore or take action to buy it cheaper. But respect this trend line, and maybe that 131 will become a possibility right here. On the 1 hour is looking a little bit better than the 4 hour. 9 over the 21. There's hopeful. Is trying to fight through this. Might even have a, I think even got a breakout. No volume behind it, so you got to look at it sideways and not fully trusting, but you do have a breakout of this. We'll take that, see if we can get through this cloud. Work our way at 126. Needs to take out 128, of course, but 131, 132 should be a definite place. 130, 132 in those areas where we'll probably come back down a little bit more before we go back up. So I'd be looking at these two areas right here, where we got resistance from trend lines crossing and also Fibonacci target. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been going for about 2 hours now. I'd like to thank you all for hanging out with me tonight.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Is this you, Platinum? Oh my God, did you for real? You went to, bless your little heart, you went to 2,300 today? Yeah, those are the Platinum prices I remember seeing you at. I mean, we were looking at Platinum a while back, and it's like, you're $1,000 for Platinum? That's cheap. I remember when I was back in the jewelry business, man, Platinum was running between $2,500 to $3,000, and okay, that was probably marked up prices too, not spot price, because, well, that's how things go in jewelry, and well, even in the metals world, for actual metals, there's a premium on it. You're looking good. I'm glad I'd only sold half my position when I was kind of getting a little tired of waiting on you over here. Wherever you went up, it went up just a little bit, and I was like, I was wondering, debating, will it make over 1,800 by the end of the year or not? Will that be about as much as it does by the end of the year? It pleasantly surprised me now. Well, good. So I took some of mine out of Platinum. I placed some stocks too, and I put it into Taiwan Semiconductor, which has also been kicking ass. We're on the weekly time frame, by the way. I got her when she was somewhere over, well, this was August, September. It was in September, I believe. Somewhere right over here before she got her little pump up there. That was cool. I put a little in NVIDIA, but NVIDIA was looking kind of shaky, and I think this one was, I bet you, were you over here? That was November? Was it November? I gotta see when I got in on you. I may be mistaken. It was either here or it was on a drop. I didn't think it was so recent though. But Taiwan Semiconductor, I saw some good news. It's a nice little parabolic activity trying to go in here, in my personal opinion. And on the daily, look, she's getting ready to get started over here on the MACD, right? Still not bad. Still get a good entry over here, right? On the daily. Here we are on the RSI for Taiwan Semiconductor, and it's just now coming over the signal line right there. You know, you got a on the RSI, you got the breakout and kind of retest of that idea. There will be some resistance up ahead a little bit, but hey, still got some more time to push up there. So she is at $300. Make you holler. I get paid to do the wild thing. Nice. 382. Nice. Believe it or not, 384 is on the target. So it's 358. If we're going to continue this trajectory, which looks kind of cool. Now, Taiwan, this is one of the big AI chip makers. I think they make things for NVIDIA or something, or I don't know how all that crap works, but somehow they're They all in there. Taiwan Semiconductor, and I think they're over here in the U.S. too. I don't know. Anyway, and NVIDIA. Let's check out NVIDIA real quick. Yeah, you can get this on MEXC now. You can get tokenized NVIDIA. You can get it on Ourbit too. And she's just been really sideways for quite a no, that's the token. Let's get the real stock over here. Jesus grace keep us safe from the storm. Crypto on the rise, blessings fill the sky. Grace on the side, we can't deny. This is the daily for NVIDIA. Got some bullish divergence here. Green dots. It's looking like she might be wanting to go up here on the daily. I'm going to swing out to like a 3-day chart. You know, they call it AI bubble and everything. I don't know. There might be, but I think there's still a lot of exponential growth here for things. For a parabolic move, we're looking for about 5-step areas here. And I can only see maybe 2, 3. Elliot, what do you got on wave counts over here? 5 ABC. You think so? Correction? Elliot thinks we might go for a lower high here, somewhere around the $100 and what? You got NVIDIA at $1.59. I thought we just saw you at like 188 somewhere. What the hell's going on here? You're not that cheap, NVIDIA. We just saw you. Let me check out some NASDAQ. What you got? Yeah, you're at 188. What the hell? That's a weird ass chart. I'm sorry. Elliot thinks that we're on a 4-wave going to a 5. We're getting ready to go to 276, 342. I ain't going to bitch about it. I guess we can move this trend line up there a little bit. Kind of sexy there, Elliot. I got to say, now we got the bullish divergence. Yeah, right here. Green dot on the 8-hour with the daily. Green dot on the daily. It's been confirmed. NVIDIA looks like she might be getting ready to do something, take care of that higher high above 211. Nice. And hopefully that will help crypto out a little bit. If not, you know, it's still not a bad place to get in on NVIDIA. If we're this close to our trend line here. Trend line comes in at 170. We're in 188. Not that too high, but better than buying at 213. But that's what a lot of people will do, is they'll wait to see what happens over here. Get above the level. I don't personally like this over here. I would be looking, if I was doing levels, I'd be looking at these levels down here about 190. I wouldn't wait to the top. I remember seeing this in the trading group I was in before, that I used to be in my the mentor in there, Chris. Hey, this has been one of the things he talked about: buy high and sell higher. But the thing is, you wait till it gets past, and you're like, all right, and you start price discovery, yes, and it sounds like, oh man, we're just going to keep going until we hit a brick wall, and hey, it's just to the moon from here, right? But no, it's not. A lot of times, what you see happen, and a lot of your back testing with your Fibonacci's will come up to like 216, right up, or over here, 222, where we're at, and then you come back down for a higher low. And so when I see ideas, I had to start, why do I want to keep buying in just to go and draw down? Why do I want to keep doing that? And I'm like, well, I don't want to keep buying tops and breakouts. Why don't we try to buy the bottoms and buy the bottoms of trend? Not that, like, you know, you can try to go for the low bottoms, but once you get a trend line established, you can get these ideas, right? It's easier, Fibonacci's and things like that. Well, what if we try to buy a little bit more down here? We got tighter control on our risk. Because what are you going to do if you get in over here? You're going to put your stop loss where? You're either going to put it way down here. You're either going to put it way down here at the bottom, which what does that do for you? Gives you too much damn risk. Too much risk. Whereas if I get an entry here and put my stop loss in the same place, what's the hurt in that? Okay? I mean, think about that. Think about this for a moment. We're doing some trading talk here. Because, I mean, there's just different ways to look at this, but it's valid to look at it either way. But think about it. If your idea is to wait till you get up here to get in, because you broke the high and possible price discovery, and you're going to put your stop loss down here, That's 22% drop, man. How much? How high do you have to go to get a good risk to reward ratio? Well, just to get a 2, you got to go to $314 with that idea. So it's not worth playing that unless you can at least do that. And even then, it's like, oh wow, that was a great trade. That was a mediocre trade. I made a whopping 47% of what I was going to lose there. I mean, it could be nice, but the risk reward ratio is not that great, and it would suck if you came out and, you know, I put $1,000 in on this trade, and oh man, it stopped me out at 22%. You just lost, you know, $200 and something there. So that you can make what? So that you can make $400 if we go up here? I don't know. But think about it this way. What if, instead of waiting and being patient and waiting for it to break out and buying the breakout, what if you're trying to focus down here when you're closer to the trend line? What if you even FOMO'd in right here where we are? Well, your risk-reward ratio is a more reasonable 11%, and your risk-reward has grew from 2 to 5.75 if we hit that target. I can get a bigger position, same stop loss. My $1,000 can my $1,000. I'm just risking. Now on my $1,000, I'd only lose like $110 of it if it got stopped out. I risk 110, but I could be making 600 off of it once we come up here. So I like it better. I can control my risk better if I'm trying to look for buying support than buying a breakout. And even if I just went partials over here, which that's a thing, go 25%, layer it in 50%, and that might work. That's a valid strategy too. You could do that. You could just layer in all the way down to your stop loss. I'm just saying, there's techniques you can do to minimize this and finesse it and everything. But that whole idea of just waiting till you get that breakout, breaking that higher level before you go in and going in hard here. Going in hard here is not a good play in my personal experience. Because that higher high, price discovery, man, this looks awesome. We're doing great. Higher lows, or worse, lower low. That's a trick that they do, baby. Call them bat patterns, cipher patterns, whatever you want to call it, where they go higher and then they take you lower. Yeah, that sucks. Stopped out, man. All the way down here to that big 22% stop loss. That's hard to deal with. Those are just my takes. But all of those places, all the things that we just talked about, they're valid ways to do it. Valid ways. Depending on what you're trying to do, but a lot of people get told to take the breakout over here. It's safer play, but there's lots of stop outs if you put your stop out too close. You know, you get the breakout and they come back in and stop you out. So it's constant. If you try to buy breakouts, even diagonal breakouts, right? Diagonal breakouts. They're more, but they're prone to getting stopped out too, but not as much as buying horizontal breakouts. So horizontal breakouts, in my personal opinion, should not be the tops, but should probably be some levels in between, or best, some support levels. Buy support levels. Buy support levels, baby. I don't know. It's just what I do. Because I got tired of getting stopped out all the damn time. Too much. It does help control that, not let that happen as much. But still, even lately, there's been times where that would be the only setup that I would have to get in on something, and I'd try it. Works for a little while, maybe it works. I mean, this one would have worked. This worked perfectly. You did buy above the level, and that one came up, and it hasn't come back. But that's just not how it always happens. That's what you hope. So this one would have worked. But most of the time, it's like this one over here. You're expecting this to happen, but this is what you get instead, right? Stopped out, down. This one would have worked. So, you know, it's a mixed bag, I'm just saying. But buying down here, you never once came back and went below those lows, did you? Not yet, anyway. Just my take on it. Are we going for a 3-hour Christmas stream? No, I hope not. All right, Strega says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, Strega. All right, dog. Chris Klein got to get going for Santa gets to my and Floki Angel's house tonight. Got to get the kittens to bed. Floki and Angels of Santa Lee's presents. Merry Christmas to you all, guys. 6 people hanging out. You guys are the 1%. I'm getting ready to go to the end screen here and trying to grab the bottom without level 2 order flow is what I do a lot, but you get smacked around and people may not be ready for that. I like to see other people's. I like you sharing your techniques and stuff. I appreciate that. It's very insightful to see other ideas from other people and how they do things. I'm all for doing that. Yes, Merry Christmas, dog. Got to get these fur elves to bed. I have my little kitty cat's probably already to bed itself. We got a little Cornish Rex, a little Oreo Cornish Rex. Thinks he's a dog. Justin Michael 6 says, man, I agree 100%, but you just have to be good with taking a few tight stop losses. Yeah. Sometimes I do my tight stop because it's too light, too tight. Usually it's not using too much leverage or, too big of a position for what I've got, what I've had. Yeah, I've been having run-ins that a lot with our little small, tiny-ass account. Justin says, it's a percentage of this game, right? You can be profitable with a losing trade ratio. Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah. All about controlling that risk. That's the real and our degen kicks in and we compromise on our little, but that was the cool thing about bots. I gotta say that's about bots, that you can set them and they will really control what they lose, whereas us as humans, we fluctuate. So that's what I gotta say. Bot trading, especially if you got a good bot that you can program. I'm not big on the grid bots, but there are some good ones out there. Gun bots who I used. You can do some stuff. Can you please look at ladies? I'll tell you what, I'll look at it on the next screen and, let's go ahead and this is a bigger screen. Let's look at ladies. Is it holding up? Did it, are we sticking? Was it Bybit we were looking at? She didn't go down anymore, did it? I hope it didn't. I hope it's holding here. Oh, did you make newer lows? No, stop making new low. No. Okay. We're just looking at it go level, whichever ladder that it wants to stop. My next one's down at this 8.2 area. We're at 8.6 now, possibly 7.6. Man, this is daily. What's the 4 hour look like? 4 hours below the 9. It made a lower low. Oh man. So I'm looking for this. I'd be seeing what we get here on these two. That's got to be frustrating. I know it's frustrating. Just to see it look hopeful, made a higher. It made a higher high and then it did a lower low. Okay. For hopium. And just take it for hopium. That could be a flush out. You already got a green dot here. You got a green dot here on the 4 hour. Stochastic's trying to turn around on the 4 hour. RSI is buried in the red on the 4 hour, same as it was over here. What happened over here? We went level, but we started turning around a little bit. That was the low. There. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe she can push down a little bit more, maybe over the next few hours. But right the 4 hours suggests maybe it won't. I hope it reclaims rather than coming down. This was a 6-1A. That was a major line. Maybe we're just flirting with it. But like I said, it's not really good reason to follow wedge. So, normally when this happens, I would expect a big fast drop down, losing a falling wedge. But that's not the greatest falling wedge pattern. 4 hours giving us some hope. That's all we got to go with is some hope. We saw a total 3 is looking a little bit more promising, and I think you can get some spill out on ladies. And the 1 hour, it's already starting to try to get above the 9. So I'm not going to sit here and berate it. I think let's give it some hopium and see if it can start climbing back over these levels. I'd like to see this be a bear trap rather than coming down and continuing testing levels that really we don't have to. This looks good. That looks promising. Hopefully tomorrow night we'll come back and let's hope that we get back over here where this little white box of thing is. We'll put a little arrow over here just to give it some direction. Come on back here and regain that. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. 5 people, you are the troopers, the 1%. I
For
appreciate
those of
you.
you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you.
Go on to the end
Thank you very
screen.
much.
Listen to the last night of Christmas music right here. A couple of the songs that you don't hear very often here. Thanks for ringing out, people.
Lights are bright, families gather, it's that time of night. The stockings are hung, the trees adorned, but we've lost sight of what we've
Amen.
been warned. We're chasing dreams.
Merry Christmas to you guys. Merry Christmas to all of you guys. I appreciate you. I only see one person here, so, and I think it's me. Thank you, Diaz. I appreciate that, my man. That means a lot to me. That was the best Christmas gift today right there. Thank you so much for that. That's all we're trying to do is share information.
We're wrapped in gold and
Yep.
silver bright, but the greatest gift was born
There we go.
that night. In a stable, a star did shine, a love so deep, so pure, divine. We're chasing dreams and buying cheer, but where's the love that brought us here? A child born in a humble place, a gift for all the Savior's grace. So let's remember the true meaning beyond the toys and lights that are gleaming. The gift of love, the gift of grace. It's Jesus Christ who lights the place.
We're getting some streaming errors coming up.
Jesus is the only way. So this Christmas, let's give our hearts and remember where this
Straight, are you still here?
story starts.
All right, my man.
So let's remember the true meaning beyond the toys and lights that are gleaming.
Strager will probably be happy to get rid of Christmas music.
Gift of grace, it's Jesus Christ who lights the place. The gift we forgot, now we'll embrace. The true meaning of Christmas is amazing grace. Christmas card.
Merry Christmas, Anita. Have a great one. May you have a blessed year.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Strager.
Let your
It's not showing me that anybody's here, but you guys are typing, so.
From now on, our troubles will be out of sight.
Celinda, Merry Christmas.
Merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide cake. From now on, our troubles will be miles away.
Here we are as in olden
Wow.
days, happy
That's ballsy.
golden days of yore.
Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more.
Through the years we all will be together. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Here we as in olden days. Happy close.
Samo Bud. Hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks for commenting. Appreciate you for being here, man.
Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near us once more.
Through the years we all will be together. If the fates allow.
Let's take a look at Bitcoin.
Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow.
So
Hanging sideways.
a merry little Christmas.
No cup and handle for you today.
Ooh, baby,
The lights are turned.
No cup and handle for you.
Feel the snow fall slow.
Break a trend line.
dreams in the night.
Hold me tight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Still got some work to do here. Just maybe able to pull off something a little bit more like this, I believe. Pass off for a Merry Christmas, my man. Get some road for Christmas.
Holy night.
2026, I'm going to put some stuff out there for help the use case on that coin.
Round yon virgin mother and child. Holy
That means I'll be drinking the milk and cookies. Yay.
Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in
I'm going to try to catch him this year.
heavenly peace.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Merry Christmas. Hey, you got some bullish divergence here on the tiny 6-minute chart for Bitcoin. See if we can get a little bounce up there. Hopefully, we will see those numbers keep traveling up. And again, for those of you who are still here, I'm looking for something special to happen on the 26th. Don't know for sure that it will, and nobody does, but there's some GAN analysis giving us a little hopium signals for a little surprise on the 26th, and should be hopefully on the bullish side. Cross our fingers, gosh darn it, don't blame me if it's not, but it should be an interesting day after Christmas. Hopefully. Good night, everybody. Merry Christmas. Enjoy the Lord's Day, birthday tomorrow. The reason for the season. See you tomorrow. Good night, John boy.